You never forget the moment it all shatters. Not the day, not the time, not the words. Because pain like that, it stamps itself on your soul. You don't see it coming. 1 second, you're planning a future, the next, you're staring at the ruins of it. The worst part, it's not just the loss of love, it's the loss of yourself. You start asking questions you never asked before. Was I not enough? Did I love too hard? Did I give too much? And the silence after the break? That silence is louder than any scream. It doesn't just hurt, it haunts. But let me tell you something, heartbreak isn't the end. It's the moment you wake up. It's the slap that reminds you. You were loving someone else more than you were loving you. You were giving someone the power to define your worth. And now is your chance to take that power back. Because when the heart breaks, it doesn't just bleed. It speaks. It says, enough. It says, it's time. Time to rebuild. Time to rediscover. Time to rise. The break will hurt. But sometimes something has to fall apart so something greater can begin. Not just love again, but love that starts with you. So don't run from the break. Stand in it. Feel it. Then walk through it like the warrior you forgot you were. Because this is where your real story begins. It's quiet after the storm. But it's not peace, it's emptiness. The kind of silence that makes your ears ring, because you're waiting to hear their voice, but it's gone. You scroll through old texts like they might change. You replay every word of the last conversation, like if you remember it clearly enough, maybe you'll understand what went wrong. This silence isn't just outside, it's inside too. Your laugh feels distant, your smile, faked. Even the mirror looks different, because the version of you that existed with them disappeared. But listen to me, this silence, it has a purpose. It's not punishment, it's preparation. Because growth doesn't happen in the noise. It happens in the quiet. When you're forced to sit with your thoughts, with your pain, with your truth. This silence teaches you that you don't need someone's words to feel seen. You don't need someone's presence to feel whole. You just need time, and space, and a little faith that you'll come back stronger. Not the old version of you, but the real version. The one that doesn't need validation to feel valuable. So let the silence stay. Let it echo. Let it stretch. Because one day, this silence that once broke you will be the silence that built you. The hardest part isn't the goodbye. It's the truth you tried to ignore. The signs were there, in the way they stopped listening, in the way you felt alone while still together. But love makes us blind. It makes us hope even when hope is hurting us. Facing the truth feels like betrayal. Not theirs, yours. Because deep down you knew. You knew this wasn't love anymore. You just weren't ready to let go. But here's the real truth. Heartbreak doesn't destroy you. Denial does. Lying to yourself does. Convincing yourself they'll change, that you can fix it, that you're the problem. That's what truly breaks you. When you face the truth, it doesn't get easier. It gets real. And real is where healing begins. Real is where you stop shrinking to fit into someone else's comfort zone. Real is where you finally say, I deserve more than half love. I deserve honesty. I deserve to choose me. Truth hurts, yes. But truth also frees. And no matter how much it burns, it clears the fog. And when the fog lifts, you see yourself clearly again. So don't run from the truth. Don't numb it. Look it in the eye and say, I see you. And I'm still standing. And at first, you don't even notice it. It happens slowly, like sand slipping through your fingers. One compromise here, one silence there. Until one day you wake up, and you don't recognize who you are anymore. You stop speaking your mind to avoid the fights. You stop chasing your dreams so they'd feel secure. You stopped being you to become someone they wanted. And that's the real heartbreak, not losing them. Losing yourself in the process. You gave so much. You forgot what it felt like to receive. You poured and poured, but no one ever filled you back up. And now you're empty. But don't let that scare you. Because emptiness is a starting point. It means there's space now. Space to rediscover. Space to rebuild. Space to return to the version of you who laughed louder, loved freely, and stood tall. Before the world told you to shrink. You didn't lose yourself forever. You just got lost in love that wasn't right. But now is your time to remember who you were, who you still are, and who you're meant to become. So breathe, wipe your tears, and whisper to the mirror, I'm coming back. When they left, they didn't just take their love, they took your confidence. They made you question your beauty, your value, your enoughness. You stood there, shattered, wondering, why wasn't I worth staying for? But let me tell you something, boss. Your worth was never tied to someone else's choice. It was never based on their ability to see you, or their failure to love you right. Your worth is not up for debate. Not negotiable. Not conditional. The breakup didn't break you. It just revealed the cracks you'd been ignoring. The way you settled for crumbs. The way you begged to be seen. The way you forgot that royalty doesn't chase. But this is your moment. Not to get revenge. Not to make them regret. But to look in the mirror and say, I'm done chasing people who don't see my light. I don't have to earn love. I am love. You see, true worth. It's quiet. It doesn't need to prove anything. It just is. And once you see it, you'll never settle again. So rise, stand taller. And remember, losing them wasn't the loss. Forgetting your worth was. But now you've found it. And this time, boss, you're not letting it go. Healing doesn't look like what people say. It's not a clean timeline. It's not a straight road. It's messy. It's screaming at the ceiling at 2 a.m. It's smiling in public but breaking in private. It's deleting their number and then memorizing it anyway. But here's the truth, boss. Healing isn't about forgetting them. It's about remembering you. It's about sitting in the pain and letting it teach you. Not rushing the process. Not forcing a glow up just to prove a point. But choosing to feel every bruise, every memory, every regret, so you can finally let it go. Real healing. It's when you stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking, what can I learn from this? You learn how strong you are. You learn what you won't tolerate again. You learn that no one else gets to define your happiness. And some days, the progress will be invisible. You'll feel like you're not moving. But healing is quiet. It works in the background. And one day, without warning, you'll wake up and realize you didn't think about them today. And that's the first sign of freedom. So keep going. Cry, journal, walk alone, do whatever it takes. Because healing deep is hard, but so are you. You're not who you were when this began. And that's the point. Heartbreak didn't just break you, it reshaped you. Piece by piece, it stripped away the version of you that clung to the wrong people, the wrong love, the wrong story. Now, you stand in front of the mirror and you see it, the change, the strength in your eyes, the calm in your voice, the fire in your soul. Becoming new doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means owning it. Thanking it. Because without it, you wouldn't have discovered who you really are. You no longer beg to be chosen. You choose yourself. You no longer fear being alone. You embrace your own company like royalty. You've outgrown the old you. And yes, it hurt. Yes, it cost you. But it gave you you. So this is your rebirth. Not loud. Not flashy. Just real. You're not healing to be the same again. You're healing to become someone so deeply rooted in truth that no storm can shake you. So step forward, boss. Not as the broken one. Not as the abandoned one. But as the reborn one. Because this pain didn't just pass through you. It evolved you. And now, it's your time.